I'm pleased and relieved that Laurence Fox has finally confessed that the comments that he made were demeaning and not representative of who I am. He maintained that the sentiment of what he was saying, that he was angry that Ava Evans was not taking male suicide seriously, was a reasonable position. But his comments, who would want to shag that, really unpleasant. I should have and could have expressed it better, but I think, frankly, he was put up to it. It's not right, it's demeaning to Ava, so I'm sorry for demeaning you in that way. However angry I am with you still for doing that, and it demeans me because it's not representative of who I am. I'm not saying any of this stuff because I know I'm going to get sacked tomorrow. I'm saying it to clear my own conscience. I express my apology to Ava for the language used, but I maintain the sentiment. It's so, yeah. There was a serious debate that was available there, and Laurence Fox miffed it, and has actually seriously damaged that debate. That debate needs to be had about the prevalence of suicide among young men, and how important it is for mental health to be able to speak about the problems we face and to be able to articulate these issues in a way that goes beyond the current obsession with football, with cars, with Call of Duty. And young men have an inner life as well, and the suppression of the inner life is really bad news. I think Laurence Fox also needs to reflect on the importance of an inner life. His unreserved apologies are unlikely, I think, to see him back in GBNews, and I suspect Dan Wootton has gone the same way. And I think it's time for Angelos Frangopoulos to seriously think about redefining GBNews. It's got a GB in front of it. That should show a breadth of views, and I think it's perfectly possible to have people on opinion programs to look at the news in an opinionated way, to disagree rather than to be in some sort of echo chamber. And I think that could be a channel which is dedicated to intelligent debate, would be a very good addition to our output. And I would certainly, I was very tempted by GBNews when it was first floated. In fact, I went there, and I was telephoned. I went there. I did more than just look around. I was actively positive about the whole thing, and I'm disappointed that it's moved in this direction. I'm disappointed, and it's moved in this direction because of the people who are anchoring the programs, and because of this obsession with pandering to lazy sitting MPs who want an alternative career.